Emblem Awakening is one of my favorite games of all time. I have sunk over 650 hours in this game, and I still absolutely love it. I love the characters and the gameplay and just everything about it. But the crowning jewel that really just makes this game so amazing is the over 2,000 support conversations. So that's all I really want from my Fire Emblem games, and when Nintendo announced that the next Fire Emblem games, Fire Emblem Fates, would have all the amazing stuff coming back, I just knew I'd have to play it. So why don't you just sit on down and get ready for the conflict that is Fire Emblem Fates.
Once upon a time, in the magical land of Nor, a young boy named Chet got woken up at the crack of dawn to do some combat training with his brother. That's Xander, by the way. He's super cool. He taught me one of the essential mechanics of Fire Emblem Fates, and that's Dragon Veins. It's kind of like Battlefield 4's Levolutions, but it doesn't ruin the maps. It's a fun mechanic that varies up the combat. Anyway, this particular Dragon Vein heals me so that I can actually stand a chance in a game that's more about numbers rather than reflexes. After the training session with Xander, I met my other siblings, Elise, Leo, and Camilla. They tell me that my dad has a test for me, and that if I pass it, I can be part of the family instead of being locked away in a tower. So I go with them, and it turns out my dad is Emperor Palpatine. Seriously, is there anyone more evil looking than King Garon? Well, his test is relatively easy. Kill some people captured in war. Some awesome ninja dude named Kaze and Princess Mononoke. They go down relatively easy, and then my dad lives up to the accusation I gave him of being Emperor Palpatine and gives me the order to...
Kill him. Kill him now.
I shouldn't.
Do it.
But unlike Anakin, I'm a sissy coward, so my brother had to do it. But he didn't really do it. He teleported them so I could free them later. My dad's upset that I'm so soft, but I showed some combat prowess, so he sends me on another task. So I take my maid Felicia, even though Jacob is about 1,000,000,000 times cooler than her, and Gunter, who is basically the Frederick of this game, and some stupid nerd named Hans, and we head off to the ninja hideout. So I take Felicia and Gunter to attack from the south, and Hans rushes headlong into a ton of ninjas and gets himself killed.
Hans! 9! And he was having such a good day!
So I used Dragon Veins and tactics, and we managed to kill the King Ninja of the level. And turns out Hans was still alive. But that's actually a bad thing, since he wants to kill us. But seriously, what does a guy who got killed by ninjas have against the Frederick of this game? Gunter! Oh, I guess anything's possible in a cutscene. I'll never forget all the great times we had together. Like, there was that time that we met. That was great. Oh, and who could ever forget the time that we were on that bridge and he fell off? I'm gonna miss him. Well, right as I was about to avenge him, my sword threw me off a bridge. I don't know why I held onto it so tightly, but hey, if Deus Ex Machina can save Hans, I don't see why I can't have a little as well. My maid, who was a dragon that I saved as a bird when I was younger, whisked me away to another dimension. And now that I say it out loud, it sounds really stupid, but trust me when I tell you that it is explained a little better in the game. Not a whole lot, mind you, but it doesn't sound like the ramblings of an insane man on the subway. So after the game does its best to explain the crazy sentence that is, my maid is a dragon that I saved as a bird when I was younger, whisked me away to another dimension, I leave the alternate dimension and immediately get taken captive by Princess Mononoke, who takes me to the capital of the other kingdom, and hey, what do you know, I'm a prince there too. Apparently, when I was a wee little lad, I got captured and taken to Nor. So now I'm a double prince and have like 10 siblings. It's awesome! So the first bonding exercise I do to make up for the lost time with my siblings is killing scary automatons. I am guided by my siblings to the other side of the map, but they are only focused on saving the other siblings. So I have to kill all the monsters using only Kaze and Mononoke. Even when the faceless are close enough to my power siblings to attack, they don't. So you know what that means, right? Dead Princess Mononoke. For those of you keeping track at home, that's twice that I've killed her. Well, we get back home and we have a giant festival to mark my return. It's super fun. We have like rice balls and potatoes and it's fun and everything and we were just having a great time. But then there was this invisible guy and he stole my sword using the Force and then he made it explode and it killed dozens of people, including my mother.
But other than that, the festival went off without a hitch. No fights. Theft was way down.
So we had a battle where we killed a bunch of invisible guys, but when we were down to one last invisible guy, I just had Azura sing for like 20 minutes and I boosted her up to level 10. Unfortunately, there's no time to mourn my mother, because the Norians are gathering a large force at our borders and attacking. So finally, we all meet up. My Hoshido brothers and sisters on one side, my Nor brothers and sisters on the other, both of them begging me to join them.
That's the way we all became the Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch.
I'm so sorry, everyone. I feel I have no choice but to